If you're waiting for a clear voice from the heavens before you trust your inner guidance, you will be waiting forever. Intuition doesn't shout, it whispers, and most people miss it. Not because they don't have it, but because they override it. They call it just imagination. They second guess it. They talk themselves out of it. So how do you know when it's real? In this video, I'll show you the one sign that reveals whether your intuitive hit is genuine and how to trust it without falling into fantasy or fear. Intuition doesn't come through like a screaming information bomb. It doesn't rush you or scare you into action. But fear, on the other hand, tends to be loud, repetitive, and harsh, often causing you to replay worst-case scenarios in your head and leaps you into imagined futures, trying to protect you from something. Or it can come through like an attack on your sense of safety or worth. Fear also feels heady, like you're trying to figure something out that actually hasn't even happened yet. Intuition to me feels like a subtle nudge. It reminds me of how remote viewing feels. You'll get a quick flash of the truth. If you don't trust that quick flash, then your system, the matrix, isn't going to bother sending you more important information. Because what you've just said to yourself is that, well, I don't believe you. You're not good at picking up enlightened information. This was just my imagination, so go away. I can think of this on my own. Intuitive truth isn't always comfortable. This is where your fears start taking over, or you create some sort of fantasy or something that feels more comfortable for you. But if you honor those quick flashes, those nudges, by at least speaking it out or making a small step in that direction, at least indicating in some way that the information has come to you to be of some sort of help, then your own personal matrix will reward you by infusing more with your normal daily activities. And the more you practice this, the more your intuition will come to play and the more you can trust it. Yes, there will be times when you follow your intuition and then circumstances around that may unfold that feel less than ideal, but that doesn't mean that your intuition was wrong. Perhaps that's just how it was needing to unfold, even if it's a little painful. Intuition is non-physical, but yet it feels like it's housed within your body somewhere. And that's another way to discern your sixth senses from fear or fantasy. Like I said, first, it may feel very subtle and fleeting. But over time, as you practice responding to those intuitive hits, you may feel like a switch turns on in your body. This may come in the form of a flash of body chills or a quick, unquestionable knowing that feels like information was placed directly into your third eye. It's different, but similar to that gut feeling, except the gut feeling is responding to instincts and emotions that could be driven by fear or past experiences. Both are valuable, but we're talking about information that you wouldn't know other than you just received it out of thin air. You don't have to be special to be intuitive. You don't have to meditate or ring bells or shine any lights. We all have it. Have you ever ignored it and were sorry months later as things played out? Oh, I've done that many times. Fortunately, I've also listened to my intuition, and sometimes it feels iffy. Like, how can I act on something that doesn't seem to be concrete at all? But I'm glad I did. And it turns out those intuitive hits are actually more concrete than you know. How has your intuition presented in your life? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Please pop a thumbs up also if you want to hear more about dreams.